Hello. How is everybody? So I'm just walking down the street. Let me make sure I'm not going to walk into some traffic here. And I'm in Los Angeles, California. How are you guys doing? Welcome to the show, the JoyVillaShow. And I just finished an awesome show recording with Kimberly Quigley of the Red Booth. An amazing show. We talked about politics. We talked about music. We talked about a lot. You're definitely going to want to see that. Hey, Greg Manning popping that cherry. Periscope, Virgin, welcome. So let's just talk a little bit about the March for Our Lives. So thank you so much, you guys. Thank you. Hey, you see my makeup is all nice and done. So that's happening tomorrow, I believe. Or it's happening tonight, right? Yes, let's talk about it. I love you. Hi, BG. Hi, Go Pack. Love you guys. This is the JoyVillaShow. It is a live interactive experience streaming on Periscope and Facebook Live, soon to possibly be on a station near you. We shall see. I am looking at different avenues to produce this show on a more a different sort of approach. Right now I like it live because I get to talk to you guys and I like to test out what subjects we want to talk about. So this is a big deal. This why we march, right? March for our lives sort of thing. And I feel like the left, if I can be so bold, you can have the JoyVilla app. Hey baby, yeah, a larger platform, exactly. So let's talk about that. You guys feel free to leave comments. Well, March for Life is different. March for Life is different than March for Our Lives. March for Life is a pro-life movement. It's a march organized by March for Our Life. And I'm very much pro-life. I'm a pro-life activist, as you see. And, I've got friends from all different sides, the left, the right, everyone, right? I've got leftist friends who are pro-life. I've got right-wing friends who are pro-choice. I respect everyone's beliefs, but you must respect mine as well. That's what I always say. I will go on, I will debate, I will talk, I will conversate. I prefer to conversate, but I'm not afraid of debating either. But we must respect each other's views, even if we disagree with them. Respect doesn't mean we have to agree, but respect means we're not going to bully, we're not going to attack, but we still have to be courageous in the way we believe and what we represent. So you will never see me back down. You will see me be polite. You may see me not say something that I believe in because I say this is not the time or the place, but you will not see me back down. So thank you. Agree to disagree, that's right. Hey, silly Rosie, welcome, popping that cherry. First day on Periscope, JoyVillaShow. We are streaming live in my old neighborhood. You guys can guess where I'm at. I will give you $1 million rupees. Okay, so let's get back on track here. The March for Our Lives is a anti-gun, anti-Second Amendment, and I don't say this lightly. It is an anti-Second Amendment. It is organized after the horrible, tragic shooting in Florida at the high school. It was a tragedy. We all know that. But what people do, what the left does, instead of actually doing something that's going to help people, is they organize something that basically all it does is hate on good Americans, fair Americans, right? And what happens is people like me, I'm pro Second Amendment, and probably a lot of you guys too. We know that we have our right to arm ourselves in case the government attacks us. That's what it was put in. The Second Amendment, the Constitution backs that up. These kids, they went through a tragedy. They are suffering. Thank you so much. They are suffering from, I don't want to say PTSD because I don't believe in what the psychiatric associations label all our kids and label all these things. They're suffering from shock. It's a natural reaction when you see your friends gunned down right before your eyes. And CNN wasted no time. MSN, the mainstream media, wasted no time in using these kids, using their young bodies and their broken faces and their brokenness to advertise their own views, to push their own narrative. Kyle Kushkov, sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, Kyle. We become friends on Twitter because he is a pro-2A activist. He's pro-Trump. He's been to the White House multiple times. He's met with the Vice President. He's met with President Trump. He's met with the First Lady. And he has been looked down upon by the mainstream media. They are ignoring him. Time magazine was like, it's not Time's Up, but there's so many hashtags these days, I'm forgetting what their sentences are. Is the epitome of SJW bullshit. Language warning, but bullshit, okay? They put all the kids up there on Time magazine, but they did not put Kyle up there. He is 16, 17 years old. He's incredible. He's pro-Trump. He's pro-Second Amendment. And up until recently, he was not verified on Twitter, but all those other kids, including David Hogg, were verified. So what do we have going on here? We see an obvious bias, anti-gun, obvious bias. Hi, welcome to the show. Liberals are using children. Obvious liberal bias, right? You know, if it's liberal, it means it's good. If it's Hillary, it's good. If it's attacking the president, it must be good. That's how they think. They don't even think about the content that they're creating. They don't think about the message that they're spreading, the hate and the lies, and utilizing young, innocent children who just went through a tragedy to spew their nonsense. Here we go, Nickelodeon Studios. You can guess where I am. So did the Nazis. That's right. Recruiting children is one of the first things a lot of people like to do. Decisions based on emotions. That's right. You are spewing. Well, I am spewing, but I'm spewing something good. Good stuff is coming out. Who's filming? I am. So don't get mad at the cameraman or camerawoman because it's me. You can be mad at me. So the NRA. Okay, let's talk. Thank you for the comments, by the way. Keep them coming. You don't have to agree with me, but you will be respectful or you will get blocked. It will be a block party up in this bitch. So I'm worked up because there's so many lies out there and there's so much misconception. When it comes to the NRA, the National Rifle Association, they're not killing your children. The NRA is operating under the Constitution, the Second Amendment, to legally arm ourselves. I'm a shooter. I'm an NRA member. I shoot guns. I love shooting guns. I want to learn how to protect myself. If someone were trying to rape me or kill me or rape a kid or woman or man behind me or kill a kid or shoot up a mother freaking school, I want to carry a concealed weapon and be able to shoot that mother trucker down. Like I think our teachers should be armed. I think our teachers should be trained. I think we should have security in our schools that is trained to respond. Not like those guys, those cowards, those sheriffs that were cowards at the Florida school. They wouldn't act. They ran away. FBI got word that this guy was a shooter a while ago, or wanted to be a shooter because he left messages. He all but shouted it from the rooftops, and they looked away like cowards that they are. So we blame the NRA. What the mother hell? What the freak? I'm trying not to cuss too much, but when I get mad, I start cussing. There is nothing wrong with being a member of the National Rifle Association because you're actually trained to use a gun, you're trained to fire on an enemy, you're trained to defend yourself. No NRA member, as of what I've heard, has ever shot up a school, has ever shot anything, schools or churches or blown up anything. By the way, bombs kill a lot more people than guns do. Are shootings tragic? Absolutely. Will gun control laws stop them? No. Because we have strict gun control laws. All you celebrities out there, all you people, I'm looking through my whole timeline on Instagram this morning and I see celebrities, friends of mine, people that go to organizations that I'm a member of, different groups. I'm not going to out them, but people that I respect their opinions. All of a sudden, all their photos are gun control now, and they have pictures with their kids and stop the NRA. What the hell is wrong with you? You're wrong in your thinking. The NRA is not doing this to anybody. You picked the wrong target. But they're angry. They want to attack something. They want to lash out. And the mainstream media, the lamestream media, are horrible. Okay, so we have F the NRA. They back all the auto weapons that these bastards use. No, they don't. No, they don't. Auto weapons, automatic. I mean, they don't back those. They back the Second Amendment. So I'm a proud member of the NRA, and we've seen that more people have become members of the NRA in the last couple weeks because of this backlash against them. They've actually seen a spike in their membership and in their donations. And yeah, they send out a lot of things like help us beat the MSN because they're under attack. But people have just naturally, you know, when you tell me something is bad, you tell me don't do this, don't follow that, it's bad, it's evil. Guess what that makes me want to do? Check it out. Makes me want to do it. So the leftist agenda has reversed flow. They've reversed it to what now there's more NRA members than ever. So welcome first day on Periscope. We got a lot of first timers. I love it. We got a lot of viewers here. Look at that, 336 live viewers. This is wonderful. This is a hot topic. Thank you. These earrings are by my good friend Didi O'Malley, by the way. Sorry if you can't, I'm walking on the side of the road, so but if it's loud, sorry about that. But look at these gorgeous, these are guitar picks by Didi O'Malley. I'm thinking of selling them into my shop, my JoyVilla shop. You can check it out. So, blame the guns, not the shooter, right? And we see, I'm proud to be American. Home Sweet Home, baby. Get that, my album, Home Sweet Home, which surpassed Taylor Swift on the pop charts on Amazon. It's doing great. It's all pro-America. You guys know what I stand for. So listen, this march is all about being anti-gun, anti-American. They're ripping up the Constitution. These kids, that girl with the shaved head, the bald girl, and David Hogg. This kid is like a neo-Nazi in the making. I'm sorry, but when I see him, I think that this guy, he needs help. He needs some serious help. And it's not to be put up on the movie or put up on the TV stations of CNN and all these places, right? It's not to be put on Time Magazine. So I say all this to say that it's the wrong target. We need to look at these kids. These kids are under psychiatric drugs. They're flowed through the system, a broken system. They're mishandled by teachers and parents. And then all of a sudden, it's the NRA's fault. Stop it. I get it. Like if March for Our Lives was a movement to educate kids, to be more aware of gun safety, which is not really an issue. It's not like kids are like accidentally blowing other kids' heads off. Who are shooting? Crazy people. Who are shooting other kids? Crazy, evil people. Broken individuals. A byproduct of a broken system that medicates kids up to the rim so that they're zombies. And the byproduct of many of these medications, these psychiatric medications, are murder, homicide. It's right on the label. These antipsychotics are making these kids psychotic, and grown-ups too. Depression, suicide. These are not well individuals. These are not card-carrying NRA members who all of a sudden got nasty and crazy because they own a gun. Let's be real. It's just like you can eat, most people will eat food and be able to control themselves. Let's use alcohol as an example instead of food. Alcohol. Because there's a lot of fatties out there that need some help. Just kidding. I already know I'm going to trigger too many people if I talk about food. No body shaming here. Love you guys. This is the thing. Yeah, the pills. These kids are on these pills. I'm walking far. I'm getting my walk in. So this is the thing. That's right. The FBI is the one that dropped the ball. This kid in the Guardian was telling everybody. They're useless. These guys are useless. It's a broken system. The FBI is broken. You know, Trump is trying to do what he can, but this is a broken system he's inherited. And he is trying to put some order and some respect and some due diligence in, some hard work. So this is the thing. Why were we asked to vote if this video was abuse? Wow, really? So you were asked to vote. Take a screenshot of that and send it to me. Because if this video gets erased, maybe I should stand here because this light looks so good, then I would like to see that. And I'd like to report it to Twitter. What a shame. We can't even talk about it anymore. So, hey, it's so nice to see you, James. I'm speaking my mind, Gina Jenny Shuby. Blame the drug, not the drug addict. So here's the thing. Alcohol. That's right. Alcohol is legal. But people still imbibe. They drink alcohol to excess. Some people drink alcohol to excess. I don't drink. I've been known to drink here and there, and I cut out my life. When I drink, bad things happen. I'm not into it. I don't do any drugs. Been there, done that. It does nothing but take away your life, take away years from your life. I don't smoke pot. I don't even smoke cigarettes. That's my personal thing. Now, alcohol is not illegal, but there are people who drink it in mass amounts and do illegal things while on alcohol. There are people who get behind a car and kill people. Somebody's waving at me. But does that mean we need to go to Jack Daniels and ban Jack Daniels? Is that Jack Daniels' fault if someone drinks Jack Daniels and goes and kills someone? Or if they're a member of the Liquor Bar Association? Is that now we're going to say, Liquor Bar Association, you murder those people because that drunk guy got behind the wheel, did something illegal, and killed a bunch of people while on your substance? No! Alcohol is legal. I mean, it's a moral issue. Some religions, some sects, some denominations don't believe in drinking or drinking in moderation. That's a moral issue. That's different. But legally, it's legal to drink. But yet, that person broke the law by drinking and driving. Same thing with guns. It's legal to own guns in the proper way. But yet, people break the law by getting guns illegally. You think they give a flying rat's ass about gun control? No, of course not. If you're a bad person or you're a broken, hurt person hyped up on psychiatric drugs, you've been doodling all day, you've been in your freaking padded room telling people you want to go kill people, you're broken like this shooter, you've been leaving comments on YouTube telling people you want to be a mass murderer, and yet it's the NRA's fault when you get a gun. And this guy actually got a legal gun, okay? He was legally okay to get this gun. Sorry about the noise, guys. Psych meds, horrible, okay? Horrible. The psych industry is effed up, you guys. And no one's looking at these doctors who just kept changing his prescription, upping his dosage, meanwhile knowing that these have horrible side effects. They make you into a zombie at best, and at worst, they make you into a psychotic killer. So who's been solved by taking psychiatric medication? Who is psychiatry cured? Nobody. They've been telling us we're animals for years, that God doesn't exist, that we're lower than dirt, that when we die, we go nowhere. So you might as well just F your life up, YOLO, take a bunch of drugs because you're weird. That used to be called shy when I was a kid. Take a bunch of drugs because you're daydreaming too much. That used to be called being an artist when I was a kid. Now we drug our artists, we drug our writers, we drug our creators. And we have a little side effects thing that says homicidal behavior or suicidal behavior. And yet, hi. I'll let these guys pass. They're being awesome. Hi. Thank you. You too. And we blame everybody else. We blame everybody else. But the actual thing, Big Pharma. Yeah, where's the march against Big Pharma? It's crazy. You can't even, we used to send people who had problems to their local churches, or we used to have guidance counselors who said, hey, maybe you're an actual artist, so let's put you in an art program, or let's put you in sports if you're acting out. Now we drug these kids and we act like, oh, well, we didn't know what was happening. They had no signs of anything. It was a total surprise. It must be the NRA. Oh dear. No, it's you, mother truckers, for not taking care of America's children, for not caring enough about them, for giving all the money to these drug lobbyists. You think they don't make a ton of money? You think they care when people die? Of course not. And the media loves a shooting story. The liberal media loves a shoot-up story. Shoot them up. Kill all the kids. They love to report that. And don't think they don't. Because as we can see, David Hogg has become a celebrity overnight because he's a witness to this. And he's got some really crazy views. He's an angry, spoiled, bratty, in shock little kid. 17-year-old. Why am I surprised? A liberal kid living off daddy's credit cards who still hates his life. He might as well be in an emo band. But I don't want to put a bunch of emo kids up there to teach me about the Second Amendment. They don't know anything about what they're talking about. Just because you survived a tragedy and you're now broken because of it doesn't mean I should listen to you. That's the fact of the matter. And that doesn't mean you should be our lawmakers. And no one should be kowtowing and kissing the ass of these kids or putting them up on a grand pedestal like they're some sort of holy relics. It's insane. Thank you guys. Joy for Senate. Media's always push violence. They love it. They get a good story. It takes over. Are you kidding me? there's vested interest in this, okay? And the psych industry loves it. They're like, whatever we can do to distract that we caused this. That's what the psych industry said. That's what all these psych doctors who should be on trial. The doctor who took care of this broken kid who shot up a school should be on trial. They're like, oh, what did you give him? What were the side effects? Did you know? Of course they knew. They get paid that Skrilla. People will do anything for money. And they will point their fingers at the NRA because that's an easy target. Because the media hates anything to do with the Constitution. They hate Trump. They hate the Constitution. They hate presidents. Unless the presidents do nothing, sit back and get fat. They up the taxes. They don't care. The president's black or a woman or pro-abortion. They don't care. You can get away with murder, literal murder. And they don't care. I used to be blinded too. I voted for Obama, first term. I wanted a black president. In the black community, it's a big deal. And historically, it is a big deal. But you can't vote based on color. You can't vote based on gender. We learned that the hard way. Most Americans did. And I also thought, well, he's going to bring back the troops. Most people who say they're going to do something in the campaign never do it. You got to look at the issues that they stand for. You got to vote with your morals, your value system. And you got to look at who's going to protect your rights as an American citizen. The Constitution, all men are created equal. We have the Constitution. We're the only country on the planet that has what we have. And that's why America is great. And that's why we need to be greater. We need to keep America great. Yeah, all of us have made, a lot of people made the same mistake. And I don't think, and people on the right, the MAGA community, trying to act like you're so pure, come off of it. Oops, I don't know how this happened. Almost died, that's all right. No one's going to kill JoyVilla today. Not today, Satan. But you need to come off of it. Because nobody's pure. And honestly, that's what elections are for. That's what a campaign is for. To change your thinking, to change your mind, okay? Foreign policy, you can change. You're allowed to think right on some issues and left on others. You're allowed to be different. You're allowed to not be a purebred. We're not Nazis, even though they tell us we are. You're allowed to say, hey, I still like Obama because he was handsome. I know a lot of people say that too, sheepishly. Yeah, they look like America's great couple. I wanted them to win. I want all our presidents to win. And if you are anti-Trump, you need to change your thinking in this. And you should want the president to win. You should want Americans to win. You should want us to do well. You need to make sure that you are paying attention, guys, because shit is getting serious now. I liked Hillary but loved Trump. See? I haven't heard that one before. Look at this is good now. I hated Hillary. Well, I didn't hate her, but I really disliked Hillary, and at first didn't like Trump. I thought maybe Senator Sanders was the guy. I know, crazy, right? I thought he's like the people's president. I liked his thinking on foreign trade deals. He wanted to stop that. So I thought he was a populist at first. And then I realized the truth, of course. He's a communist. He's nothing but a low-level Democrat who doesn't want to change society, doesn't want to help people, doesn't want to bring power back to people. None of these guys do. I don't think you should vote the same party ticket every time, even though I am a Republican. I didn't like Mitt Romney. I didn't like that guy. There wasn't a lot of good choices back then. But now, we have people that are awake and are paying attention. And you need to pay attention on this march because they are trying to take away our rights. So they're trying to take away our Second Amendment rights. Don't let this be a Hollywood issue. Don't let this be some sort of children. The NRA is killing our children. Don't let them pull the wool over your eyes because it's not true. The Constitution guarantees our right to bear arms. And maybe, we need to figure out a way to solve this issue, these shootings in the schools. We definitely have to protect our children. We have to be better and more diligent. We have to be better as a society. We have to take responsibility. But blaming other areas like the NRA is ridiculous and it's a fallacy. And it's not going to solve anything. And I welcome anybody who wants to say the opposite. I'll hear you out. But we have to have solutions and we have to work on it. We have to make it bipartisan. I think we need to look at Big Pharma. We need to take a look at why every single shooter has been hyped up on drugs, pharmaceuticals. Every single shooter in history has been heavy on heavy psychiatric pharmaceuticals. A portion of people taking pharmaceuticals, of course, they're not going to react like that. I still don't think they're good, but most people are not going to shoot up a school and go nuts. There is a portion that's why on the bottle. It says it. That's why they say suicidal tendencies. That's why they say homicidal tendencies. It happens. They wouldn't put it on the bottle unless it did. And they're not even on your side, the Food and Drug Administration. So even they had to say, okay, well, I guess we had enough killings that we had to actually put it on the bottle. We'll make it very small. But it happens. And if you're not paying attention, you cannot blame other people. You cannot blame other groups. You need to pay attention. That's right. And the FBI. That's right. You need to go after Big Pharma, FBI, bad parenting. I don't think we should attack parents, but we need to put more responsibility. We need to say what's gone wrong in our schools. We took out God. We took out prayer. We took out asking kids if they're okay because we can't even identify their genders anymore. We're getting so sensitive, and yet we're not actually being sensitive to the needs of our children. Thank you, guys. So I'm in the city now. Get some angry people listening to my podcast, my Periscope. Love you guys. Chill on the FBI, Joy. Hey, I don't hate the FBI. There's good people and bad people in every group. I'm not against the FBI. Are you in the FBI? I think it's not entirely anybody's fault. It is that the media is pushing buttons and scaring us, and we need to not believe the lies and the hype, but we also need to not believe that it's the NRA. It's definitely not the NRA's fault. It's like, what? You might as well blame, horticulture because they grow plants, and you're like, well, one time a plant killed somebody, or plants are killing people. People are using plants to poison, so it's the horticulture society. What? So we have to be able to help people and care about people and listen to people and be better as a society. But this March for Lives thing is not going to do that. And I wish it was the answer, but it's really not. And organized marches like this rarely are. I support the right to gather and to march, but we have to stay focused here. The NRA is not our enemy. Plant violence, exactly. I'm committing plant violence every day as a vegan. I eat probably 10 million plant lives. I claim 10 million plant lives a day. Vegans and vegetarians are killing our plants, and I'm not going to do a damn thing about it. I'm going to keep eating those plants. That's right, Tom Kismet. Overprescribed to get their cut of that pharma money. That's the real enemy here. Open your eyes. Love you guys. Thank you. Love you guys so much. Thank you for listening. Share this podcast. I keep saying podcast. Well, podcast on the mind. Stay tuned for more JoyVillaShow. Share this if you want to open a dialogue. If you believe what I believe, or you just found this interesting, please share it. And thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.